All right. Tyler. No, he's coming. He's going to be here. Listen, we promise you guys 9 a.m. Pacific, and we come through at 9:04. That's what we do here at the Positivity Report. It's a Thursday. We're feeling it. Hope everybody's doing well out there. It's been a week. Here's the thing. You guys can support the show. I'm going to get into something real quick before Tyler gets here, but you can support the show. You can Streamlab us. Streamlabs.com/goodpeoplegpa. Kaika's over there on the ones and twos. You can super chat. You can go to the GPA.fund. You can hit that merch store, that link that's pinned in the video. You can do all that. Okay. You can. Why is that? Do people see that mouse scrolling over top of that?
No.
What's that doing?
It's my mouse.
Oh, man, that just threw me off for a second. I'm a professional, everybody. I'm a friggin' professional. You can also hit that like button. You can subscribe to the channel. You can talk about you guys can't see, but now he's picking my nose with the cursor. All that fun stuff. You can do it. We could also zoom in the camera when Tyler gets here. There he is. He's in. All denimed up. He's ready to go. What's up, brother?
It's live, huh?
It's live. You're good. Come on, chill out.
Good to
Great
see
to
you.
see you, brother. How
You
are
too.
you, man?
Good.
Good.
Can't wait to move back up here so I don't have to make this drive anymore. I'm far.
I know. Every time I tell you 9 a.m., I was like, I feel terrible about it. You're like, I want to come on. What time? I'm like,
9. And I wake up at 7. I'm like, I'm still gonna be late. So, oh well, whatever.
Dude, I was talking to a friend that also. No, I know what it was. I was listening to this podcast. Have you heard about this podcast, Your Own Backyard?
Yeah.
And that guy
Yeah.
that got arrested lives in San Pedro, or lived in San Pedro.
Oh wow.
When they pulled him out of his house was San Pedro.
Well, there's some shitty parts in San Pedro.
You don't live in that shitty part.
No, I live right downtown, but right on the other side, there's a whole bunch of hey man. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, thanks.
That's not me. That's not me.
I'm not your guy.
Yeah, so I'm listening to that thing, and I'm like, wonder if Tyler lives near the murderer guy. I was gonna text you about it, like, dude, you know about this Your Own Backyard guy? Because they finally got him.
Yeah, he lives in my apartment. You know? Where I lived on Franklin and Tamarind, there was, and not to make this like a whole weird thing,
Sure.
but there was a serial killer that lived in this apartment right in front of right behind Birds.
Yeah.
Right there. So I mean, suppose it was like years. It was
Okay.
it was like a Netflix documentary.
Like right by UCB.
Yeah. And like I remember the room. They were like, yeah, that he lived right here. I was like, what? Yeah, it just freaked me. I was like, I don't like living here anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. He never murdered anybody in the apartment. He just lived there.
Isn't it weird when like you tell people where you're moving in any city, and they're like, oh, so and so got murdered over there? You know? Like, why would you tell me that?
Yeah.
It's
Someone got murdered there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
awesome.
Moving to San Diego. Yeah, dude. You know.
You know about the San Diego killer? It's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
your neighborhood.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, because we were looking at houses, right? And the first thing I'd go in there, because I'm terrified of everything, right? And especially like horror stuff and ghosts and all that, whatever. Anyway, the first time we get in, I was like, anybody dying here? And the real estate agent's like, not that I know. I was like, all right, we can keep going. I'd always ask that. I was like, stop asking if people died. I was like, we need to know.
It's true, you know. But you'd be so surprised of like how awful the world is, you know.
I know.
Yeah, there's so much bad shit.
People get murdered all over. I mean, there's all companies that specialize in like cleaning up murder scenes.
You know, but what was that? I love it just because we're talking about murder. South Park, when they made fun of how like adults love to watch like murder porn. You know? Oh yeah, it's so hot. You know? That was
So
such a funny episode.
He loves South Park.
Oh, me
He's
too,
a
man.
Big South Park.
They just
guy.
did that big deal, right? It was like
Yeah.
$900 million or something. It was ridiculous.
What's to
whatever
stay
it
at Comedy
was.
Central?
Yeah, and for like 10 more seasons and 9 more movies, like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're going till season 30 now.
That's crazy.
And
no one's safe, dude.
Nobody's
If you,
safe.
it's like I'm sure a governor, what's it, Cuomo, whatever.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in
Oh.
the next episode.
Crushed. I hope.
You know, anytime
Dude.
there's anything like that, they got it. You know.
Hey, did you hear the press conference when he's like, I hug people, I kiss people? I'm like, dude, stop it. You are sounding more. I'm an affectionate man. I like to rub backs and shoulders. I also like to touch legs. I'm like, Cuomo,
Shut up.
who's your guy?
Where's your publicist?
You got to
Shut
imagine the guy in the back or the girl in the back, whoever's his publicist.
Yeah.
What?
Shut up!
Stop
no,
it!
I gotta say this. You know, they're gonna hear it.
I need people, and they're flashing pictures of him like grabbing people's faces. I'm like, stop with the visuals.
So funny. There's some hilarious memes.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's the thing that's been going around is like your fall plans and like the Delta variant. What it had, and because you got the Delta variant, did you not?
I did.
Dude, scary as shit, right?
Yeah. The first, it was like a solid week of just. I felt like I was hungover.
Yeah.
It was weird. Tripping.
Yeah.
Definitely like tripping. I had like
Really?
crazy weird dreams, just because you're just like sweating.
Yeah.
I had to get a steroid shot just to get out of bed. Second week, I was at my parents' place. I get to Charleston to see my friends and family, and I get it the first night. My friend Tom goes, "Hey, I think I got it." I was like, "I'm gonna kill you, dude." Oh yeah, and people are vaccinated. I had a friend who's in the hospital, $20,000. My cousin just got it; he's vaccinated. It's just super contagious.
Yeah.
I guess. So it was crazy, man. It was not fun at all.
I mean, the thing about it is, people are gonna get it even if they're vaccinated. It's just they won't die, and the symptoms are still shitty. I'm guessing.
yeah, it was just like they called it long COVID, is what the doctor called it.
Okay.
Like, you're just gonna feel really bad for a long time, and it sucked. Oh, dude, I'd get up and be like, "Oh, I feel good for a second," and then it was just this weirdness, dude. The steroid shot just give me a boost, just to move around, and it saved my life. I was just so tired of just being sick. I was like, when am I gonna feel better? But I'm like 100% now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Did you ever get it?
No, I never got it. Knock on wood.
And I've been traveling a ton.
Well, that's why. I mean, I was talking to a buddy, and we were talking about, like we're working on this show idea, and it's like a ton of traveling, and I was like, dude, we're not gonna get greenlit.
Oh, dude, and then you guys had Jam in the Van.
Jam in the Van we canceled because, you saw me at the first Jam in the Van. I like to get out in the crowd and do crowd work and like run around and
like have a show.
Yeah, do the show as I want to do it. And we had to cancel. I just didn't want to. I knew people weren't going to buy tickets.
Yeah,
because everybody's scared, especially here.
You guys had it like. Was it 21st?
21st. It was gonna be next Saturday.
It's kind of like everything just kind of started doing this again.
I know.
It's really smart you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because you'd have been there and like, oh, you don't want to do all that effort.
No, I know. Promote it, everybody, and then small crowd. Like I wanted the crowd live to be huge, and I also wanted the crowd live streaming because we were gonna do both to be huge as well. And I wanted it to be everybody's psyched about it. Get all the friends together, like shows that we haven't done together in forever.
Like a party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I got to tell my buddy that we're no longer doing the show. Totally forgot that I booked a friend. I blacked out and didn't tell him. Anyway,
Got on my show, man.
Whoopsie daisy. No, like an actual comedian that I need to tell like the show is no longer on.
That's funny.
Anyway,
it's gonna show.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good booker right there. But I mean, it scares the shit out of me, especially with a young baby who we obviously can't get vaccinated. The wife and I are vaccinated already, but we can't get vaccinated. Her get vaccinated, and we're like. We want to introduce her to daycare, and they said all the staff is vaccinated, but like, there's probably a lot of families out there that may have kids that don't.
No, totally, I get it.
Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
And that's your new baby, so I mean, like, that's your whole world,
dude.
Yeah. Everything. You're like, oh, I don't want any.
No,
that's crazy.
I started crying this morning thinking about dropping her off at this daycare, and I'm not even dropping her off. My wife is. Like, I got to Amanda. I was like, don't take it. I don't want to see a video of you dropping her off. Like, I'm handing her to another adult that we know runs like a good daycare.
But still, though, that's everything.
It's me.
Yeah,
it's like,
if I ever have a kid, I know it's gonna change my world.
I'm giving my baby to somebody. Like, we've only got a sitter maybe like 5 times, right? But it's been my wife's sisters.
Oh yeah.
My mother-in-law, my mom and dad.
It's like family.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which I'm totally fine with. And then we like talk to other sitters, but we're all like very hesitant on pulling the trigger on anybody because
it's your freaking baby.
It's a baby, man. It's not a puppy. It's not house sitting.
What if your kid was like a toddler, a little older? Would you feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a baby.
Yeah, because at that point, I mean, we just haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve. But she looks at you in the morning and she's like, "What am I doing today?" I'm like, "I'm giving you to somebody that isn't me." Like, I hosted Josh Pretty with her on Friday. You know what I mean? Like, we've gone the extra mile to make sure that like we are around. But at like 6 months, because we're about to hit 6 months.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm fine with doing it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, eventually you have to.
You have to.
Yeah.
That's what I said to Amanda. I was like, she's gonna go to school eventually. Like, we're not gonna homeschool her. We're not gonna she's gonna have to meet people eventually, like kids her own age, which terrifies me as well because like some kid just like, and then I'm gonna have to
getting aggressive. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, like, don't be touching my baby. If it was a boy, but yeah, beat the shit out of him. I don't know, like. Kids, like boys, need to get roughed up. You touch
sure.
my daughter, I'm going to beat the shit out
Yeah,
of you. Do you know what I mean? Like, I hate to tell you what this is going to be
Hey,
like.
you know, I feel like if I had a daughter too, I'd be like, you know, everyone's a piece of shit. You know, whether or not they are.
I'm going to sit you down right now. Men are awful.
Yeah.
Okay, as is example by Andrew Cuomo. Okay,
Yeah.
but here's fall plans, and then the Delta variant, and it's just the montage of Andrew Cuomo kissing people and hugging
my
people.
God, that is so funny, dude.
He's like,
He resigned, didn't he?
he resigned
He's
yesterday.
out. Yeah. Oh.
I mean, imagine being Chris Cuomo. He and Andrew Cuomo during the pandemic were like Sonny and Cher. Like everybody was tuning into the Andrew and Chris Cuomo hour on CNN, and they were like, you know, come to New York, it's gonna be okay. And then Cuomo like buried all kinds of stuff about a nursing home, and Chris Cuomo was like, hey, you can't talk about your brother anymore, and you're like, ugh. I mean, it's a really bad look. I mean, imagine the family dinners now. Chris shows up, he's like, come on, what the fuck?
That is so funny.
It's, I mean, because the dad who's dead, I think. Here's the story about me and the Cuomo family.
You know the Cuomo family.
I don't know them.
But you brushed against them once or something.
So here's what happened. I was waiting tables in New York. Okay. And the upstairs of this restaurant had a private room where we would have like private banquets. It was small, but it was like.
Did they not tip or something?
You were told as a waiter to not look at them.
Oh, that is weird.
Mm-hmm. Like, don't make eye contact, don't talk, don't make eye contact. Forget everything that was said in the room. Hillary Clinton was also in the room at one point. Was this
one of these kind of dinners where like their meals were already chosen? You didn't have to go up to them.
No. Like it was just like, here's your steak dinner, sir, and it was you know, whatever. And there was like maybe at max like 12 to 15 people, and it was always like a who's who of New York politics.
Wow, that's intense.
I know, and I didn't know.
I would have dropped the plate. You know what I mean?
And they were like talking about stuff, and every time I'd come in the room to like pour wine, it would just go like, and the Yankees, am I right? And then as soon as I leave, they're like, ugh, fucking Republicans. And I'm like, oh God, this is so awkward.
Just making up something as you walk
totally
back to the.
And their handlers were who would like pay for the check and whatever, you know, the heads of whatever. I never even.
Mafia,
and they would come in through a back door, security, usher them up, usher them out real quick. It was. You know, as a kid from Pittsburgh, I was like, I don't know, our mayor, I think, goes to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with McDonald's, let me tell you, because I got after it on Monday night. Did you see that McDonald's like sent me a bunch of stuff for the Bachelorette finale?
No.
Big Macs, nuggets, fries, sodas, McFlurries, McChickens,
to your
McFillets.
House?
Yeah.
What?
I tweet about McDonald's a lot. I love McDonald's. I love all fast food, but McDonald's has a real special place.
When you're traveling, dude, it's the best.
It is.
It is. McDouble, just that's perfect.
Isn't the McDouble the perfect burger?
It's just, you know,
I'm loving it.
He's loving it. It really is. All you people that I've said it before, I'll say it again every time. Mergen Sporlock has some apologizing to do because he ruined the McDonald's franchises.
How?
Everybody's like, because he made that documentary, and we're like, oh, we get it.
Oh yeah.
It's bad for you. You didn't have to throw it in our face, you dick.
They just came out with the something about the ice cream machines, about how they always break.
Oh yeah, why'd they break?
Oh no, because it's not McDonald's fault. This company on purpose sold over the years has sold them like messed up parts so it will break, so they have to keep paying them to fix it. Yeah, so that's why it was always broken. I used to get so pissed.
They Cuomo'd him. That's what I'm doing. That's from now on. They're like, oh, you got Cuomo'd.
But anyway, McDonald's sent you a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. And we got like.
Why though?
Well, okay, so I tweeted about the Bachelorette and like McDonald's, and if like you were going to take me on a first date on the Bachelorette,
McDonald's is cool.
McDonald's is fine. And like here's the thing. I wasn't obviously a big Donald Trump fan. He's kind of an asshole, whatever. But when he was bringing teams on and giving them McDonald's for their championship dinner, I was like, yeah,
like the football teams. Yeah.
Sign me the F up for the McDonald's dinners. I don't know what they were serving before, but I don't know if it was McDonald's.
No way.
Give me a Chick-fil-A. Give me a Wendy's. I'm not a big Burger King guy, but whatever. So I said like first date Wendy's or first date McDonald's, and so they tweeted back and they were like, "Hey, we'll send you for your finale watch party."
What?
And
that is so cool.
All this McDonald's showed up.
Just showed up to your house.
Showed up to my house.
Do you like what? Like was it just like a local McDonald's? That
I'm guessing it was like it was like Postmates kind of just showed up with McDonald's. Dude, here's the crazy part: is they showed up with bags. They put them at the front store, and I was like, "Thank you," and the guy's like, "No, there's more." And he went back to his trunk twice to get more bags. There was
bags,
like duffel bags of McDonald's.
How much food?
was a lot. It was like 100 nuggets. 7 large French fries. No, it was like 60 nuggets, 7 large French fries, 8 sodas.
Was it just you and your wife?
8 Big Macs. No, we had a bunch of people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
I was like,
Even if it was me and my wife, I still ate. I was on the ground just like. We got in the car and Amanda's like, I'm not going to be able to eat McDonald's for a while. I was like, I will, but I just don't feel great right now. Because then you're full and I'm like,
and you're sluggish.
I got to get the McFlurry. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
totally.
And we're doing a weight loss challenge here until October 28th. And that was
That
like
was a
my cheat
setback.
week.
Yeah. The whole week was ruined.
Ruined, just destroyed. And I just come off like a Palm Springs weekend with my wife's family.
Oh, nice.
Where it was boozing and, you know.
That's cool.
I introduced the brother-in-laws to Boone's.
Oh, is this it?
This is it. Look at all of it.
Oh, my God.
And they sent me like a letter that was sealed in McDonald's wax
Look at the
seal.
calligraphy on that.
Yeah.
That's like professional.
Yeah.
That's a third party that they hired.
They're like, hey, we need a calligrapher for Josh. Got it.
Go on Etsy. We'll find something. Wow.
And then there is legitimately a wax seal on the back of the card that I opened, and it was like, enjoy your finale watch party. I'm telling you, there's cool things that have happened in my career. This is top 10.
Oh, totally.
So in my town, our entire town, we didn't have a restaurant in our entire town, right? We had one bar, and it was in an Outback Steakhouse. But if you looked at the drawing of the town, it was on the border of our town. Everybody thought it was in Upper St. Clair, but it was in Bethel Park.
Okay.
Now, the only other restaurant was on the border of Upper St. Clair, in Bethel Park, was a McDonald's. Okay. Now we love.
So you had Mickey D's and you had Outback.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, and we had a snack stand at our baseball field.
But you just brought McDonald's.
Nachos. Yeah, of course. You ever dip McNuggets in nacho cheese?
Oh yeah. Oh no. There's a lot of good combos out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good combos.
At the college McDonald's we had, I never seen this offered before. Is they would offer a basket of fries.
Oh wow.
And so just take a full basket, put them in like a large container, and we had this like ranchero cheese sauce, which I've never seen at any other McDonald's
except that one.
At that one at Penn State.
A ranchero.
And the Penn State McDonald's was legitimately pandemonium. Like it was at night, because bars would empty and the McDonald's stayed open until 4:30.
And it was just like slammed.
Slammed.
That's cool.
And you had college students working it and like guys stand up and be like, we're going to get to everybody. Everybody come. And people would walk in with like sixers and just like sit down and wait for McDonald's. It was it was the late night party.
Everyone shut up,
Just shut up. And it was right across because Penn State had we didn't have sorority houses, just sorority floors and dorms.
Oh wow!
Pennsylvania has the brothel law, or at least they used to, that if 10 women living in a house together that aren't related was considered a brothel, so you couldn't have sorority houses.
Oh, it's like an old law.
It's a blue state, you know.
Yeah. It's an old law.
Trying to get the bourbon. Is it in PA yet?
I did a radio show in PA yesterday.
Where?
It was called the Balcony Show. I forgot what city.
Okay.
But they were all asking about that. It's a control state, so
yeah, it's insane.
It's gonna be tough. But we're on the docket to eventually, like, we're being reviewed. It's a whole thing. So, but not yet. Brothel. That's crazy.
It's a brothel. But so all of the sorority dorm floors, dormitory.
So they couldn't have.
No.
So they had dorms for sororities.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's an old, huge college.
Totally.
Wow.
And you could have fraternity houses. They didn't care about that.
Wow. That's nuts. You were in a frat too, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah.
And so when you would go and hang out with girls at the sorority floor after like a night of drinking, we'd always stop at the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Always. And every time you just hear like, give me a basket of fries. I'm like, yeah, I'm on it. Okay.
Oh, like drunk girls.
Yeah, drunk girls. Give me a basket of fries. I'm like, no. I already knew that.
I got 3
got
of
it.
them.
And then we'd go to the dorm floor, like, hang out, drink, eat a crap ton of McDonald's. Then I'd wake up the next morning and then go back to McDonald's for breakfast on the way home.
Hell
the old two banger.
Iced coffee.
Oh, crushing it.
When I went to Vegas for the first time recently, we couldn't get anything to eat.
Yeah.
And then
why?
There's so many lines, and we're all just like, And so I was like, well, here's McDonald's. And so we walk in there, and it was like it was such a nice one. And we're like, dude, like, can we please have breakfast? We just missed it. And the guy was like, I'll cook it for you, bro. And I was like, Vegas is so cool, man.
Yep.
Oh, it was so nice.
What did you think of your first time in Vegas?
I liked it. I did like it. It's just I don't care.
No, good.
I took mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're great for you.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I just know my dad's listening. So.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, I mean, it's
there you go.
it's from the earth.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Mushrooms.
But because of that, I had like a horrible hangover the next day. And I learned to never drive to Vegas.
No, don't do that.
That was stupid.
Yeah.
That was really dumb. Because on the way back, it took me maybe 9 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say 8 hours.
And I had to like throw up a couple times.
that's bad.
Took 2 naps.
Yep.
But I'm going back in October because we just got a big deal with the Boones
Nice.
on the local side of the casinos. Not like the
Not the
Wynn
Strip.
and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that. It's called New Orleans and a whole bunch of other ones.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
one of
Those are good.
Yeah,
Those are the ones you want to go to.
well, they say they're really good for a brand because all the locals go there.
Right.
But we're gonna be in the local area for a year,
Nice.
and they're picking up initially like 100 cases, but then they're gonna keep it. It's gonna be the only bourbon in these bars. Like they're gonna like make it the only one like presented. I was like, holy crap! I know our broker did this. Mike Gonzalez, if you're listening, you're the
Mikey
freaking man.
Fresh. What a win.
He crushed it, and he told us
Yeah.
the news the other day, and it was like this big conversation we had to have with our brokers of like, just like growing pains and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I mean, he's a smart man because
Good.
we had some talks.
Yeah.
And he's like, so I got this Vegas thing. I was like, Mike, you're the freaking man.
Just do it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, dude,
Yeah.
so cool. But I'm gonna. It's a poker tournament. It's like
Oh,
an
nice.
international poker tournament. So I have to go and be like, hey, it's the Boones. So I'll be back then, and I'm gonna fly.
When is that?
It's sometime in October,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna drive.
Yeah, no, don't do
That was so dumb.
If you need another person that loves to just hawk Boone's bourbon, you can invite me. I'll gladly go to a poker tournament with you in Vegas.
Come on up, dude.
Yes, yeah.
I'm actually
Especially a locals only spot.
I hit up a couple friends. I'm like, does anybody want to just go?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. See?
I'll let you know the details, man. I'm very excited. But Vegas, man, like it's just like I liked it, but it just seemed kind of dirty.
Yeah.
Right.
A little bit.
Right. I mean, how many times have you been to Vegas?
10.
Okay, so you've been a whole bunch.
Well, okay, so here's what happened. And before we get to that, because I have some good Vegas stories, and I love a good Vegas exchange.
Yeah.
Vermont Mike says, I've been to a London McDonald's and got a hoagie-shaped burger with nacho cheese, lettuce, and tortilla chips in the sandwich. It was during the Tour America campaign. Not one sandwich tasted like America. Okay, I don't know who thought that was what we offer here in the States, but I have had the cheeseburger quesadilla at Chili's, and it's not bad.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, ground beef, cheese, lettuce, tomato in a quesadilla. It's pretty solid.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Then Scotty Doesn't Know says, at Purdue, another Big Ten school, on the days of home football games at McDonald's, you could get 50 nuggets for $5.
Damn.
Perfect for walking to the tailgate. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, nothing.
Just
GPACharity,
share 'em.
the Hawaiian hunk.
What's the most unique fast food place that you've had? Like regular fast food, but like different things. Like in Hawaii, they have Kahlua pig quesadillas at Taco Bell.
They have what?
Kahlua pig.
Have you ever had Kahlua pig?
What?
So
Like
explain it.
Kahlua? Like
It's
the
like
liqueur?
no,
Yeah.
it's like pulled pork, but it's like salty more than barbecue-y.
Oh.
Yeah, where they cook it underground, but
Yeah.
it's Kahlua pig.
Oh, is this
in
Hawaii?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they sell Spam at the Hawaiian McDonald's too, right?
McDonald's, yeah, it comes with the breakfast.
Yeah.
And if you're in Waikiki, you get pineapple.
That's
too.
ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yep. See, when I lived in Italy for my study abroad, every McDonald's had beer and wine. You get alcohol at them.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Which is awesome.
Mhm.
The one by my apartment was supposedly the busiest McDonald's in Europe. It was on the Via del Corso in Rome.
Was
and
it
there
huge?
always a line. Yeah, 2 floors,
Oh, that's cool.
gigantic.
That's
right?
cool.
And we would get what they called the red sauce burger in whatever, and it was just a hamburger with tomato sauce on it, and it was like
Was it good?
not bad.
You're like, not bad, dude.
Yeah, I was like, pretty good. And whenever you like missed something, oh, there you go. That's the Spam and eggs in the Hawaiian McDonald's
And
breakfast.
Portuguese sausage.
Oh, and Portuguese
Ooh,
sausage.
With rice.
I'm starving.
We talk about food on this show all
the
of
time.
the time. And now we're in this weight loss challenge, dude. It is like last night, my wife was like, she's like, you can't eat less than me. And I was like, I have to. Like, I'm going to win this effing challenge.
What is the challenge? You guys are trying to like have like a weight you have to hit?
So we weighed in last Wednesday, so a week ago, and we're going until Wednesday, October 27th.
Dang, that's a minute, dude.
It's a 3-month challenge. Because here's what
So
happened.
you can goof up sometimes.
Yeah. Like a McDonald's Monday,
Yeah,
right? And then
Reese's
get
Pieces.
right back into it. I saw what the scale said, and I was like, "Uh-oh, this is not good." I mean, I'm a great fluctuator.
Same,
Right?
dude.
Italians.
I can look great and then I can look like crap.
Yeah, it's real quick.
It's always my face.
Oh,
I hate it.
What the fuck?
I hate it. There's some people that I see that are not very healthy, and they have like a chiseled,
Unbelievable.
like their jawline looks incredible,
have
and
that.
I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
I have to work to keep it. If once I see this, I'm pissed.
No, I know.
I hate it.
I saw when I started getting pissed was when I saw the scale, and then I saw myself with no shirt on and jeans, and I was like, "Whoa, that is gross."
When it's like a reality.
Yeah, I
sucks.
looked at my wife, and I was like, "You know, you married
Maybe
this?
you find me attractive.
This is disgusting."
I was happy with the scale this morning.
See, Ikaika's good. He might win this. He's been really
so
disciplined.
everybody in the office is doing it.
Ikaika, Ken, and myself. Mark is not doing it because Mark is already pretty svelte. Like, he doesn't need to lose any weight.
So he's like, I'm good.
I'm good.
Mhm.
I do. When I came back from my honeymoon, I was the heaviest I'd ever been. I know that because I saw my face without a beard, and I was like, whoa.
Hey, whoa, you just kind of just drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ate like pizza 3 times a day for 2.5 weeks.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
And
it's
you're in
your
Italy.
It's your honeymoon,
You're
dude.
supposed to.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
sex, eat pizza. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's great.
Wine, you know?
Wine. We were staying at all these hotels with like these ridiculous breakfasts, and Amanda's like, "You just had 7 pieces of prosciutto," and I was like, "And I'm gonna have 7 more because this is my freaking honeymoon."
We're in
Wrap
Italy.
the eggs, put it, like,
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
oh, it's
good
really
for you.
good. Yeah.
But then eventually, yeah, when you have those moments of like the jeans with the no shirt on,
Yeah.
and you're kind of like, what happened?
This is real bad.
Yeah. I lost a ton of weight because of COVID. So
Oh, nice.
good way to lose some weight.
Long COVID. Cough in my mouth right now. See if I can.
I need to win this thing. You're just sweating on this podcast.
Just
like I can't. I have to do this.
got it.
I got COVID.
because that hangover sweats. After a full.
Oh, yeah.
Because here's what happened. So
That was me yesterday.
I bring the Boone's bourbon down to Palm Springs.
Oh, that's cool. Thanks.
Yeah, of course. All the brother-in-laws were like, "We got to try this Boone's bourbon." So I bring the Boone's bourbon down, and on the Saturday night, we'd been like drinking all day, but like that sustained drinking where you have like one drink an hour,
Yeah.
right, and then you drink a ton of water and you have food, and it's like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then as soon as like 9 o'clock rolled around, baby goes down, all the babies go down, the brother-in-laws light up some cigars, and I start pouring the Boones, and
Nice.
between 4 guys, we finished that bottle real quick.
Woo!
Like a lot.
So did you guys get a little drunk?
The wife had to take off my bathing suit and put me in bed. Okay.
That's a Boone's bourbon.
Oh,
for
it was
It'll ruin you.
Has your wife ever had to take your clothes off to put you to sleep as an adult? Boone's bourbon.
Not to have sex.
No. There's no sexing. So woke up the next day. We went golfing. It was 114 degrees down there, so
Wow.
an insane heat, right?
Were you
And
golfing too?
I was golfing. See, here's the thing: is I don't really get hangovers
Mm-hmm.
until like a day later. So I was.
Oof.
Next day, I was like, I'll have another, I'll have a Jack and lemonade at the golf course, whatever.
Yeah.
Drink a bunch of water. It's in the heat. I'm fine. It's the next day. It's like we're driving home in the car because
and you felt like crap.
awful. Then I go to sleep, and I thought I peed myself.
Because you're sweating.
Oh my god! Like the you could have wrung the pillowcase. Like
Ew.
the sheets. Amanda woke up and she was like, "Did you pee the bed?" No.
babe.
babe.
Did you?
Is there something we need to talk about?
Question? Does your wife have like a nickname for you? Like, remember old school the Tank?
Yeah.
We don't want
Frank the
We
Tank.
don't want Frank the Tank coming back now, do we? No, babe.
No.
None of this? Okay.
I don't think she wants to give it a name because then it will encourage me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
We
mean?
don't want that coming back
We
now,
don't?
Josh.
Yeah.
Did you pee the bed?
Because here's the thing. Now I might agree with my wife now because that blackout sent me into a spiral into like legit Tuesday morning.
Oh no.
But now I'm fine. I'm back on the
So
whatever.
Was this past weekend?
It was just this past
Oh man,
weekend.
that's fresh.
Now I need to I feel like I hit the age now where so Vegas, when you talk about Vegas, like my 30th birthday.
Bring some things.
Yeah, just my 30th birthday, whole family flies out.
Oh, that's
to
cool.
Vegas. It was awesome. We're staying at the Palazzo. We got a bunch of suites.
Nice.
The night of my actual 30th birthday, we had dinner at Lavo, which is like the Italian restaurant that's attached to the club. And if you eat, you go into the club, whatever.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I got like beat up by a Canadian girl with my own belt on the dance floor. Like
Oh, it was like wild.
yeah, it was wild.
Gotcha.
It was insane.
Yeah.
It was even my dad was like, we can never do this again.
Everyone's looking at each other
He's
like,
like,
this was
was
too much."
awful. And
That's awesome.
the next day, we're all at breakfast, and my brother looks like he's got freckles. And I was like, what happened to your face? He's like, I got into a fight. I was like, with who? He's like, the toilet. And I was like, he puked so hard that he broke all the blood vessels like in his cheeks, in his eyes.
He's like violently ill.
Drinking to the point where now the family talks about it. Like, and nothing's as bad as Josh's 30th birthday. Nothing's as bad as his 30th.
We all have those.
We all have them.
Those like that was really bad.
That was it. But when I found out like you don't have to hang out on the strip to have a good time in Vegas, right?
Okay, why is
so,
that?
So where your buddies are putting all Boones is probably a lot more fun. Locals only spots, local spots. There's this place,
It's not as intense or something.
No,
Yeah,
right? It's just not as douchey.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
I stayed at the Wynn. My buddy Marcos hooked it up.
Yeah.
And we all gave him at the end of it. We're like, dude, he's like a very well off guy. And he's like
Yeah.
the sweetest dude. But he's like, I got you. Like you walked in the whatever the curtains just went automatic, and I was like,
yeah.
whoa.
Did it?
And so we all were like, dude, just please take some money.
Yeah.
But so he like hooked it up. He knew it was my first time coming.
Yeah.
And we went out to like steak dinners and
Yeah.
but it felt like that because that's where we were. It felt very like
Totally.
And I was like,
Yes.
it's kind of
Go to clubs. Bottles cost $1 million.
Oh yeah,
right?
we went to the club in the Wynn, and it was like redonkulous, you know.
Here we go. Mick Boone, which you
okay.
didn't tell me your dad's name was Mick.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
Mick.
great name.
It's an American name.
Fuck yes. I will say, when we were talking about naming a boy, it was I love the name Mick or Mac. Now Macuga is like a little like wouldn't that be his nickname kind of? But nobody's ever called any of us Mac. It's always Cougs, right?
For sure.
But Mick Macuga I really liked. We call him Michael, but we like Mick.
If
Yeah.
someone says Mickey, and I hear that,
Yeah.
that means that's an old friend from San Diego.
Oh.
And I'm like, hey Mickey, no, because no one calls him on the East Coast.
No.
So yeah,
It's just Mick.
Yeah.
Mick Boone says the Orleans Casino in Vegas, October 1st through November 30th.
Oh, there you go. He
Boone,
knows. He
step
knows.
up.
There you go.
The Orleans is great too, by the way.
That's the I guess where the poker tournament is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, they put those poker tournaments at hotels that aren't as like the win-win. And there's nothing wrong with the Win. Like our podcast network that we signed with Blue Wire, they just set up a podcast studio in the Win.
Ooh,
Amazing.
That's
It's
awesome.
fantastic. We're probably going to go do some live stuff there and whatever. But when you go off the strip, or the Orleans, if you even go out to Henderson, there are some amazing bars that aren't inside casinos in Vegas that
That's
you have
cool.
to hit.
Yeah,
There's some-
we didn't do any of that.
yeah, and there's some old school restaurants that are off the strip that are not involved with any casinos that people have been murdered in or talked about being murdered in, and it's awesome. There's this place. So I used to do a lot of corporate hosting, right? And there was a convention in Vegas, and I was doing the corporate hosting. And they had me staying in a hotel. I think it was like a Residence Inn, but it was but it was huge. There's no casinos in it.
Just a hotel.
Just a hotel,
Okay.
bar, whatever, right next to the convention center. And then right next to our hotel was this Italian place. And I walked in, and it's the Italian place where, like, De Niro grabs Sharon Stone on the table. It's like that leather banquets
Wow,
place.
that's
And I walk
cool,
in, I was like, is
man.
this a casino hotel? And he's like, or restaurant? He's like, yeah. What do you want?
yeah.
I want to sit down and have a full dinner. It's amazing. So those kind of places
that's
in
cool.
Vegas that you can hit. There's some awesome dive bars I've been with buddies. I've done stand-up in, like, off-the-wall bars and stuff.
Oh, really?
It's super fun there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's got to be a good place for gigs, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
You know Craig Pontent or something. Hilarious guy. He was a jam in the van.
Okay.
He's been doing a whole bunch of runs over there. And
Okay.
I was like, oh, it makes sense. There's got to be so many comedy
Dude,
opportunities over there.
Tons. Like Mark Ellis, I think, next. Is it this weekend, Ikaika, or is it the weekend after next?
I think it's next weekend.
Next weekend.
Dude that I met on here.
Yes, correct.
That's awesome.
He's doing like 6 nights at Brad Garrett's Comedy Club. I mean, they're always just looking for acts at this point.
And Vegas they're pretty much like, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
They're open.
We're keeping the shit open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Top Golf in Vegas, you can't even get reservations. That place
Oh,
is
Top
perfect.
Golf is fun.
It's awesome.
They're opening one in South Carolina finally, but the one in
Yeah.
Nashville I've been to a whole bunch. You
Yeah.
just drink some freaking Coronas.
It's awesome.
And there's always a girl who hits way better than me. And I hate it. Where they're just like, hey, watch this. And I'm like, fuck. I want to get better at golf, man, but I hate it.
Hey, man, I've turned my one buddy in over like a 2-year period. He went from like a 15 handicap, now he's like a 7.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you actually improved.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Play with me. I'll give you tips.
Would love to.
Yeah.
I gotta get some couple new clubs, but I pretty much got a whole set.
You ever played at that par 3 up by you in Palos Verdes at the
No,
Terranea?
still haven't done it. It's
pretty fun.
I do. I know it's one of the hardest. I took my dad there.
Yeah.
The Bell. Been there a whole bunch.
Okay.
Up in Burbank.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it?
The Bell's hard.
It's hard as shit. You'll lose every ball.
I know.
But it's so beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's sort of like there's another one called Shoal Canyon, which is up in like the same kind of area. Gorgeous views, tough little course.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's
Oh, I mean,
not
the
easy.
Bell is just like, I mean, that one right when you get up the top, it's like the 8 or something.
Yeah.
And you're just looking at the city. you know.
And then you lose your ball into the smog.
One time I did this, and I was like, when I hit a ball, if we ever go golfing,
Yeah.
When we go golfing. There you go.
Correct.
If I hit it well, I'm gonna scream, and you're gonna be like, "All right, man." I'm like, "You see that?" Like that's how I am.
Got it.
You're like, "Yeah, dude, you contacted the ball."
Yeah, you made contact. Jeff Nicholas chimes in. Car dealership, Macuga Chevrolet. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
See, you got that lingering cough a little bit, huh?
It's just like
right here.
If I like laugh or something, it
Yep.
kind of like. By the way, I did.
But when I laugh, I always wheeze too because of cigarettes back in the day.
Oh, you just used to smoke a lot of ciggies?
Yeah,
I never did that.
I regret it, but I also miss it.
You know, if I am wasted, or like
Cigarette.
after a gig or something, like my buddies in Finnegan Bell, we did a whole bunch of Jam in the Van stuff together.
Yeah.
American
Was Jam in the Van the last
Spirits.
time I saw you?
No, I came on here.
Right
that.
after Jam in the Van.
Yeah, with what's her face?
Oh, we did the Josh Pretty.
What's her name?
Alessandra.
I didn't know she was in the Workaholics.
Yeah.
I love that show.
She's great.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's like DM'd her. I was like, you're in the show? She was, yeah, dude. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Super talented actress. She's been in a ton.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Other than IMD beat her, and I was like, oh, wow, that's cool. So anyway,
We destroyed a wedding dance floor together a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's
Our
amazing.
friends got married, and it was a Glee wedding. So they were the wife was in Glee in that show Glee,
wow.
and so if you've been to wedding dance floors, but then you see like choreographers dancing on a wedding dance floor.
Oh, one of those.
It was intense. And
I saw a really good stand-up comedian make jokes about that recently, and like where like the grooms all come out and like,
Yeah.
that would never happen at my wedding.
no,
I'd be
we
so pissed.
my wife and I got a really good friend as a choreographer, and she did like a 2-minute choreographed dance for us, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, okay, cool.
pretty good.
Wait,
Pretty good.
whatever.
No.
To each their own.
Let me say this: I was never going to reach out to my groomsmen and be like, "All right,
One,
Zoom
two,
rehearsal."
three,
Yeah, no way. I know my idiot friends well enough to know.
They'd be like, I'm not doing that.
No way.
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, do you guys mind just showing up,
Yeah.
please, and wearing the matched shoes that I got you on Black Tux?
Can I get you guys at the dress rehearsal, please? Can you make it?
Just show up,
Yeah.
please." Okay. Kingsport Cal says, Tyler, thanks for the super chat, Cal. He's in Kingsport, Tennessee, close to Johnson City, Tennessee. Tyler, I tried to get my liquor guy to purchase a case of Boone's.
Ooh.
He said they don't deliver to this area of Tennessee. Is he lying? I'll use the website.
Is that near Memphis?
Is it near Memphis? Kingsport Cal. Sign in.
We look it up.
Uh,
If it's near Memphis, then no. Tennessee is just like Georgia. It's a whole bunch of states where it's built on sections, and so we're only in Nashville area,
Okay.
which is the greater side,
sure.
Knoxville and Chattanooga. So if it's the west part of Tennessee, which that might be,
Might be.
then we don't have a distributor yet.
Okay.
We're trying. Actually, this is crazy. You've been to Nashville,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
Memphis is actually a bigger market. I thought Nashville was the biggest one.
Really?
So Memphis is the hardest one to get into because they know they're like, yeah, you got to wait your turn. It's a whole thing. It's all political.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So
I have a buddy that runs bars in South Carolina, and he just got busted because the local government hates him because he they're all frat bars.
what was he doing?
I mean,
Underage?
I don't know.
Probably.
Do
Do you know what bars?
I don't want to say them on here.
Is it Charleston or Columbia?
Columbia.
Oh, okay. Well, that Columbia. I used to live there. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
5 Points, the Vista.
Yeah.
They're just like
They called him the king of 5 points in the article.
Oh, he's making money.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, he's doing okay.
You ever been? We used to
I
play
have
the St.
not.
Pat's Festival every year, which is
Okay.
famous. Like Hootie started it back in the
No
day.
shit.
Oh, dude, at the end of St. Pat's, it's one of those things where people are
Yeah, yeah.
doing a lot of stuff.
Drinking for sport, as we call it.
Oh yeah, people getting murdered. They bring in cops on horses to kick people out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's crazy.
Penn State
I
used
saw
to
a
have.
guy getting worked on. I was like, whoa! Yeah, and we just got done playing. It was so much fun. Yeah.
So we got a super chat from our girl Jessica Craven, legend. I will get to it in a hot second, but so Penn State, we always ride it when we won big football games or big basketball games or something like that. And basketball games wins were few and far between. We have this area called Beaver Canyon, and it's just because Beaver Avenue is the main road. Our frat house was on Beaver and whatever, and then there's these big apartment buildings, so it makes a canyon. And so riots would start, and people would throw couches off their balconies and light them on fire. It was a scene.
Dang.
And then the cops on horses started coming and spraying the crowds with giant mace cannons, right? And then there's a picture of me that my parents saw, and they were like, "We're not paying for you to do this." I'm in a American flag Speedo with a big American flag in the middle of the road. After we won an
being a
okay
badass.
Big Ten game.
Yeah.
Yes, let's
You
go.
know?
Right? Riding. There's another one of me riding an ice block down our front lawn, like after an ice luge party, right? And the cops busted me, like I was just in my underwear, and they're like, "All right, listen, we're not going to arrest you, but don't do that again.
Yeah, like come on, man.
It's not cool."
I don't want to do the paperwork.
Yeah, exactly. But no, like the cops on horses, like in
hilarious.
a line, like knocking people over.
Oh yeah.
State Patrick's Day is what they call it in Penn State.
Oh, I bet it's nuts.
It's yeah.
Just wake up, start drinking.
Oh,
yeah.
immediately, and
It's
it's
my
all
dad's
green.
birthday.
Today.
Yeah, no, St. Pat's.
St. Patrick's.
So I've seen I actually have a picture of me and my dad. I'm 22, 23.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, and then it's his birthday, right? And we used to always love to do the parade downtown. And then my friends would meet up. My dad's asleep, just like in the car, and I'm just like Snapchat just came out, and I was like, click. It was fun.
Mick Boone, what a legend.
Oh yeah, no, he's gotten down.
Yeah.
He's gotten down.
I lived with an Irish guy when I first moved out to LA, and everybody called him Tommy Irish. We went to college together. He was like big and ginger and freckles, and he could drink with like hollow leg. And we went to downtown LA, like has the St. Patrick's Day parade and all this kind of stuff. And I was just like, I'm gonna go to Barney's Beanery. You don't need.
I was there. Which one? West Hollywood.
West Hollywood.
I was just there Monday.
Doing Boone stuff.
No,
Just hanging out.
Yeah, no,
It's the best.
I drink a lot.
Yeah.
I'll finish the story, but I went to Barney's, Rainbow Bar, and then some Irish pub right next to it.
Rock and Riley's.
Yes, and then I
Slept on a couch.
came back to at some dude's place in the hills at
Yeah.
4 a.m. And
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah. Anyway, you said Barney's. That's
That's my home base. That's my favorite place on the
same.
planet.
That's my favorite bar.
It's amazing.
Yep.
It's perfect.
Yep.
And when I first got together with Amanda, she's like, "Do we have to keep going back here?" And I was like, "You don't."
But I have to.
Yeah. Like Rosie's already been there. I
mean, dude,
walked in.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I brought her in. I was like, "I got a baby in a bar. You guys like it?" And they're like, "Oh my god, you!" Because a lot of the bartenders hadn't seen me since COVID, and they're like, "Oh my god, you've got a baby?" And I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yeah, I got a baby.
Wow.
Give me a jack.
They're like,
Go.
baby too?
Yeah, I've been places before. It's like that Zach Galifianakis line. You ever gone to a bar? You know when you're an alcoholic is you go to a bar and everybody knows your name and you've never been there.
Yeah.
A lot of times that's Barney's. Like Barney's karaoke, I've put on performances.
Oh, dude.
It's so good.
I love that bar.
It's perfect.
My buddy Sean, one of my best buds, he told me like his parents used to take him there to play pool when he
Yeah.
was like 6.
Uh-huh.
I was like, that is cool.
Oh yeah, on Saturdays and Sundays, like during the day, daytime football, parents just hanging out drinking, and you see the kids just playing pool because they're just like,
Nothing to do.
nothing to do.
Yeah.
Just put your kids in there.
Screw it, man.
Jessica Craven says, weirdest thing you ever done in your life, but also cool at the same time. Go Boone's Bourbon. It's a very open-ended question, Jessica.
It is.
Alina Bennett says, it's my 33rd birthday. Happy birthday, Alina. Go out and get yourself some Boone's.
There you go.
Blackout at 33.
There you go.
Or Rolling Rock, because Rolling Rock to 33. You know, old 33.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody knows what it means. I don't know. Okay. Weirdest thing I've ever done that was also cool.
Weirdest thing I've ever done that was also pretty cool.
Such an open-ended question.
Well, I mean, we've lived some pretty fruitful lives.
We have. We've been there. I mean, I guess. I guess the weirdest thing I've ever done is like shave half of my body on a bet and then go to a bar at Penn State all night with just a bathing suit on and nobody, like just shirtless. It's Penn State. Nobody gives a shit. Shaved half of my body on a bet and then just like sat there and people bought me drinks all night.
Oh, of course they did.
From head down.
I had a friend that did that. He had a beard as a joke.
Yep.
It was stupid.
It was so dumb. But I did it on a bet. Listen, I've done so much stupid stuff on bets because I will not back down from a bet to my fault.
Very, very competitive man.
Huge, yes.
Oh yeah.
Don't challenge me, Tyler. Don't come at me, Ricky Bobby, because I will.
Don't at me, bruh.
Yeah.
What? I'm trying to think of something weird I've done.
I did get my back waxed on this show.
Well, I mean, this is
charity.
the weirdest thing, but I guess it's fresh in my memory. And it's just because I was just in Charleston, and it gets everyone sick. You ever drink Grand Marnier?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like a nasty liqueur.
Yeah. After dinner.
Well, yeah. But people in Charleston shoot it just because one of those freaking things.
Really?
And so the
It's like Fernet in San Francisco.
yeah, it's like Fernet, man, and I hate that shit so
Awful.
much. And I was in Charleston, like, let's do a shot. No, let's do Fernet. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, Well, Grand Marnier is the same thing, and they sell the most of it per capita in Charleston.
Really?
And so the guy, like the Duke, came from Europe, like, yeah. And he literally was like, "This is amazing." He thought he was gonna like go to all these nice restaurants, like, "Yes, we're making these cocktails or whatever the hell it is." And no, he just saw people like shooting
Ripping.
it. He's like, "What are you doing?" You know?
Stop it.
The
Yeah.
Duke, like, you know, with
The
his little
Duke. Yeah.
What are you doing? You know.
Because Charleston has a very European feel to it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like New Orleans.
Mhm.
You know? So
How does that liqueur? That's a good story, right? That's a good drinking story. Is how did Grand Marnier start becoming so popular there? It's
I
like
don't
Fernet
know.
in San Francisco, or, you know, we have this stuff in Pittsburgh called Plinkovac.
ooh,
It's a Serbian liqueur.
oh wow,
Plinky for your pinky, and you take a shot.
Is it good? Is it?
No,
Is it like
horrendous.
what's
It's
another?
like black licorice.
What's that? What's that other?
Sambuca.
Well, it's like Sambuca. It's
Jägermeister.
nope. It's clear, and you always keep it cold.
Water.
No,
Yeah,
Ice 101.
water. No,
Fire and Ice.
No, it's
Rumplemints.
Rumplemints.
I
There you
got
go.
there.
Yeah, eventually.
That's how you know you drink.
Yeah.
Let's
Hey,
go.
1,
Let's
2,
go.
3.
Black House. You ever have Black House?
No,
Oh, good.
it sounds like like a cold like ice.
It's just like
liquor.
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like the label even looks ominous.
Yeah,
It's kinda like,
totally.
you shouldn't do this.
Yeah,
And it was
yeah,
like, well, I was talking to him, the Hawaiian hunk, about 99 bananas. You ever had 99
Oh,
bananas?
of course. Yeah, I've had that.
That stuff is the worst.
Oh, it's
too.
disgusting.
Ugh.
When you're
Those-
like, well, it's like a flavored shit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
God.
It's like you go to every liquor store, they always have the minis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you think that you started like graduating? Because I can remember the day that I had whiskey for the first time. I was like, I don't need to drink anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Well, I used to be a real cheap, idiot. When I was younger, I would always buy. I did to all my friends. It was like it was whatever the house whiskey was.
Oh yeah,
As a shot.
the well.
And everyone got just pissed off. They're like this, And so I think I started graduating. I would say probably Nashville. I was like 25.
Okay.
Because I got a credit card. So I was like, oh, I can buy that.
Mhm.
Before that, it was always just like,
Cash.
get a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so and then I remember that dude. You used to go to Red Door. Red Door was hilarious. You walked into the Red Door. It's in Midtown in Nashville. There's a hole you can look in at the bottom where it's like a skeleton, like pay your tab. It's stupid
Right.
as shit.
Okay.
But that's 3 a.m. there, and so my buddy Tom.
Oh
got
wait, Nashville doesn't close till 3 a.m.
3, and so nothing
Smart.
good happens after 2.
No. New
Actually,
York. I mean, good stuff can happen, but you
everyone-
got to be sober when you hit.
buddy Tom Mackle got a DUI.
See?
Sorry, Tom.
Tommy.
He had a breathalyzer in his car.
Oh no.
And we used to always have to he would go out drinking with us,
Mhm.
and he would just leave his car, and I'd walk in and like act like I'm he's like, no, don't do it, one more, I'm going to jail. I was like, what? Did you fuck up? He's like, I did. I did the other day. I blew into it. I was like, holy, because the cop would call you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was mouthwash.
Yeah.
At 3 a.m.
Record show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I so bad.
Yeah.
I was so mad at him because we had a gig in Charleston and we all were living in Nashville at the time. It was a big show at the Music Farm, like 1,000-person rock club down
That's
there.
sick.
And we used to play it all the time. And he got his DUI the night before, and he was one of the headliners. Oh, dude, and he literally
That's
was,
rock star stuff.
He was still like hungover, and I swear to
Yeah.
God, he's walking on stage like this, and I'm upstairs and going no, because he was like he couldn't keep up with his band.
Oh no.
People were like leaving.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
dude,
bad
I
luck.
was like, I'll kill you, Tom.
I went to an Ozfest one time in Pittsburgh, and Pantera couldn't come on stage because they all blacked out.
That's awesome.
They all blacked out.
How metal is that?
I mean, just metal.
Hey
They're like-
guys, the lights come on.
they
you know?
came up and they were just like, "What?" And then they left, and they were like, "We're really sorry." And people didn't boo. People were just like, "Yeah, it's a metal show. Like, oh yeah, yeah."
Spud.
That's,
You know?
that's the only song I knew anyway, so whatever.
Walk. Boom,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah,
That is so awesome.
it's just metal.
Yeah, totally.
Our buddy Kingsport Cow chimes in again. I used to drink at the pub with a 7'1" Irish dude that tried to fight me one time for no reason. His girlfriend intervened. Dude could drink. Yeah, he's 7'1".
Oh man, I'd be terrified.
Terrified. Yeah.
Why are you mad at me?
Stop it. I've drank with people before that it's like uncomfortable how much they consume and uncomfortable how sober they are.
Oh, totally. Because
Because I'm not.
I used to be able to do that for a long time.
Yeah.
When I played music full time, like cover gigs, because you're just drinking all the
All
time,
the time.
I would never get drunk.
No.
Yeah.
Those were the days though. That was fun as shit. I forget. I think
lot of
Michael
drinking
Kautzer.
stories.
Michael Kautzer comes in and says you should get paid for how much you promote Barney's. I really should, but also
Hey, they deserve it.
it's perfect. Yeah,
You-
it doesn't
you can-
need the promotion.
You can Venmo the valet. You know that, right?
Oh yeah,
I love that.
it's amazing.
Every time I pull my, you still doing that? Like, yeah, man, $6. I'm
Uh-huh.
like, $6?
Perfect.
Let me get hammered.
Yeah.
I'll be right back in 5 hours. Actually, we did that one night when Finnegan.
I've slept in my back seat in the parking lot at Barney's. Next morning, the valet, I text him because he used to live right at the thing. That let me out, and he'd come down, unchain the thing.
What?
Yeah,
dude.
Awesome.
Hey, good for you for not
Dude,
driving.
back in the day, they used to. Yeah, never.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to walk. I used to live walkable to Barney's, which was dangerous. Then I moved sort of walkable,
a little further down. Yeah.
Where I wouldn't walk there, but I would walk home drunk because there was always a pizza place I could stop at. But
nice.
then Uber came along and changed the game because it was like a $6 Uber, and I'm like,
well, screw it.
Let's do it.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah. It was like what, like a couple months ago. Jam the van. Yeah, we left. Our tab didn't close it. We had a huge tab at Barney's.
Yeah.
And we were just blackout.
Yeah.
And I was like, at one point, let's go out to Barney's.
Yeah.
Forgot we were there. Go in there, and the guy started screaming at us, "You fucking left your tab." We're like, huh?
Huh?
Yeah, you're Tyler, right? I was like, oh,
man.
That's Barney's.
That's Barney's.
That's Barney's.
Well, they used to have a house charge. You used to be able to have a house charge.
What's that?
Which, like, it's like a country club where once a month you get a bill.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so dangerous for your bank
You had to get
account.
vouched and, like, join, basically. Barney's used to have, like, a membership. And then they got rid of that real quick because people weren't showing up.
Yeah.
But I have slept at Barney's in the office upstairs on a Saturday night and then woken up for NFL football on Sunday. Just like.
Just watch.
One of these.
Yeah.
One. Right? Like it. I've done work there, dude. I've done work. You know why my wife doesn't like going there?
That's a funny. I've done work there. Dude.
Work.
When you drop the dude, you're serious,
dude. Work. I know the reason my wife doesn't like going there because everybody knows me, at least at like the regulars and stuff, and especially the staff. To the point where, like, it's so great to see you. We miss you around here. And my wife's like, you can't be missed at a bar. Okay, that can't be why. You have a daughter, right? Because our first date, I was like, "You want to go to Barney's?" And she was like, "Beanery?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But if you go there, like, you just call it Barney's.
Yeah, of course. It's not the clothes store.
I've taken a girl there, and she's like, "Is this a coffee shop?" Because the Beanery.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's definitely not.
They serve coffee. It's not good.
I'm sure they have a pot back there.
There's got to be something. It's caffeinated, decaf. We don't know. It's just in there. Laserbolt says, when I saw Pantera, the lead singer laid down on the stage and did the whole show like that. Yep.
Oh, my God.
The rest of the band was making fun of him and jumping over him and stuff. Yeah.
That is so funny.
That's rock. That's metal.
That's metal as shit.
Tyler, it's great to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
Always a fun time, man. Super fun. We're gonna come to Vegas. We'll figure that out.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
right?
we'll
New Orleans.
We'll be doing for like I guess 2 months.
Yeah.
October to November.
I got to meet Mick Boone.
Yeah, he's got.
Guy's
So
a
my
freaking
dad's
legend.
actually driving across country.
Whoa.
In September, we're gonna meet in Louisville. We're sponsoring the Metallica concert.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's huge.
That's. I mean, it's you have to do. Sometimes when you get presented something, they're like, "Hey, you want to be with this big distributor? Well, you might need to do this."
Right.
So it's like a whole. It's kind of like the legal way to do it instead of paying someone directly. So we're doing that, and then I'm playing Americana Fest the same weekend. I have to drive to Nashville and come
Nashville. Got
back.
it.
But he's gonna be driving up, and then he's gonna go.
When's the Milwaukee shows, or did you already do the Milwaukee shows?
That's September 4th.
Okay,
Which
right
is gonna
on.
be so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Oh, but then now we're all worried. I got a text this morning because the COVID.
Yeah.
And so they don't. I swear to God, if they cancel, I'm gonna be so pissed.
That
'Cause
sucks.
I have to fly everybody up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
But if you do tell an airline, you're like, hey, it's COVID, they'll refund you. Because I had to
Yeah.
do that twice when I was sick in Charleston.
God.
Yeah, dude, I bought a flight again, and then I got more sick, and I was like, oh God. But yeah, anyway. But dude, by the way, before I leave, it was cool. I didn't see Bass. I saw his wife Kelly.
Yeah.
But I saw the new studio, the new Shinedown studio.
It's dope, right?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I mean, they bought all this land, and Kelly's got her horse stable and whatever.
Sure.
So we were talking about you guys.
Nice.
I was like, oh man, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Because Robert Bourbon,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I've known him for so long. When we first emailed, I was like, wait, I know you. He's like, yeah, I used to cut the checks at the studio. I was like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. So it's
legend.
small world. Small world.
Small world.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I just saw a chat. We're also launching a Kickstarter in September too, which is pretty awesome because we invented a board game here.
Oh, nice.
For futility. We're going to start really promoting it.
And you want to try and get it out in the market?
Yeah, because you can't sell a board game anymore unless you kickstart it.
Yeah, no, and I've had many friends attempt it.
Yeah.
And it's always a Kickstarter move.
Always.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we got the futility. It's called Futility, the actual game of living. You can put that graphic back up. There you go.
Oh wow,
It's basically like Cards Against Humanity meets the game of life.
Is that just like a mock-up, or is that actually it?
That's what the box is going to look like.
Gotcha.
That's like.
But like those aren't real cards and stuff. Like this is just like an idea.
This is it.
Okay,
but
cool.
yeah, it's fun, man. We've played it on the channel a bunch of times, and
That's so cool.
It's pretty sweet.
I mean, could you get that on Amazon? Like
Yeah,
eventually, is that
that's
like
the goal.
move? Okay, cool.
Yeah, get it. I mean, get it in stores, get it in Target, get it,
and then just promote it
Walmart
on the show
and all the time.
Wow, man, good for you. That's really cool.
Yeah,
That's
so
really cool.
we created it as legit, just like, what if you got together and talked about how shitty life can be sometimes? Not the game of life, but hilariously kind of like, my wife got involved in a pyramid scheme. Now we own a pink car, kind of a thing. No. I'm just saying in the game. In the game. That's when you're like, you know what I mean?
That's cool.
So we're working on that. That's a big deal. So we got that coming September 1.
Good for you.
Yeah, and then maybe we'll celebrate the success of the Kickstarter in Vegas starting October 1.
There you go. Well, you got to book the Jam in the Van thing eventually.
I know. Well, the problem is that we wanted the show to be awesome, and then the COVID thing hit. Then we need to like promote a bunch of this stuff, and we want that show to fucking rock.
Yeah.
So we're talking. And he was like, whenever you guys are ready, just come back and reach out to me.
I mean,
So
dude,
it's
I
cool.
promoted mine for months.
Yes.
And it was sold out.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, thank God we pushed it so far away.
I know.
Because they were like, let's just do it in a couple weeks. I was like, nope.
Yep.
No way, man.
Yep.
You know.
And Mick Boone just gives me a strong thumbs up in the chat.
There you go.
Come on, Mick. Let's go. All right, let's do some videos that make me smile and we can get out of here.
Cool.
All right, look at the size of these tacos. See, this is the kind of stuff I click on now because I'm in this weight loss challenge.
God bless.
I mean, I know I couldn't eat that whole thing. That just seems aggressive, but also look at that.
That's a huge bathroom break.
I mean, good luck. This guy feels he looks uncomfortable carrying it.
That looks like iced coffee too.
I mean,
Iced coffee.
that is
tacos.
a dangerous combo. What, Ikaiko, does it say where this is?
Tito's Burritos and Wings in New Jersey.
Oh,
Ooh,
Jersey.
Jazzy.
Yes.
Jazzy.
Okay. What's next, Ikaiko? All right, watch this little guy.
Oh man.
Watch him.
I'm fast as shit, dude.
Come on. Look at me go. What's that
Fast
little
as-
flare? And he's like, oh, yeah.
You ever seen it's like everyone makes all these videos.
Yeah. Fast as
Fuck boy. Yeah,
That's him.
fast as fuck, man. Boy.
He kind of looks. It kind of looks like a walk of shame, like a male walk of shame. Hair's all undone.
Oh, totally.
Like the one leg is flaring out. Like, give me McDonald's. I'll make my way out. Look at him go.
Start the car.
Yeah. All right, Ikaiko, what's next?
Last one.
Last one. I watched. So this guy's giving his wife like, wait,
Aw.
I need a paw rub.
Aw. Oh, that's cute. That's cool. And look how sweet that
Yeah,
puppy looks.
I know. She's like, oh, thank you so much. Wait, guys,
Dad?
Dad.
Oh.
So
Dogs
good.
are the best.
Just awesome.
Well,
Do you have a
thanks,
dog?
dude. No, man, but I want one.
I know. I can't wait till the dog.
I'm always traveling. So.
That's tough.
Do you have a dog?
Not yet. We'll get one.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I mean, once Rosie's like, Dad, I want a puppy. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's freaking do it.
Well, dude, thanks for having me.
Dude, love having you on. Congrats on everything. We got to get some Boones back in here soon, whenever.
We just to mention we're working on the raise.
Yes.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But the day we do it, yeah.
Fucking
for sure.
love it.
Well, we'll have the funds. So.
Yeah. The month of Boones in here was a wet month.
You know, maybe it was good. It was just one take a couple break.
Precursor.
We can come back and go. All right, cool.
After the weight loss challenge,
You know?
after you guys have crushed it in Vegas, then we bring Boones back in here.
If we can get that money, hopefully we can do like a full year.
I love it.
You know.
Yes.
But maybe it was good. For everybody, right?
100%.
They come back. All right, cool. Here's the rules.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's the key to the liquor thing.
First of all, if my man is like, if you come back smelling like bourbon at 2 p.m. again, and I was like, it was Josperty. What am I supposed to do?
He was a sponsor.
Come on.
He's be-
You gotta drink it on the show. Yeah, I'm
love
gonna take
you.
a nap.
I love you.
Yeah. I love you so much. Let's go to Barney's. Tyler Boone, you guys can follow him at Tyler Booner, at Boone's Bourbon. Listen, if you live in a town where they sell Boone's Bourbon, get it. Go to drinkboonesbourbon.com. Get it to where you are. Enjoy it. It's, we didn't promote it because he paid us. We promoted it because we liked it.
Nice.
We legit like that bourbon. And then I introduced my brothers-in-laws to it, and they did not enjoy golf on Sunday. I was the only one that enjoyed golf because they were like, that fucking Boone. And I was like, I know, dude. It's that good. It's that dangerous. It's that good. Thank you all for watching. Tomorrow, Mark Ellis will be on the show. And then Josh Pretty tomorrow. Mark Ellis, Christian Harloff. They have yet to be on anything together in a long time. So check it out. We'll be here, as always, 9 a.m. Pacific. Thank you all for watching. Remember, choose positivity every day. It's an active choice. Call somebody, text them, tell them you love them. It matters. It's way easier to love than hate. Find the good. We'll see you tomorrow.